Hi, your favorite uncle, and we are back with episode 8 of Daredevil. Let's jump right into it, shall we? So, y'all, the episode opens with Bullseye getting transported, and they actually have to, do it differently because he's, I guess, a mutant. He has superhuman powers. He's able to, he has perfect aim, perfect shot. Y'all do know that in the Marvel comics, him and Hawkeye are brothers. So, and they both carry that same gene, which lets me know it's probably hereditary that they all have perfect aim. And so he actually ends up being a part of the Dark Avengers going by Hawkeye, but read the comic books for that. So y'all, they didn't moved him to general population, which y'all know that is a bad idea because once he gets his hand on something, it's game over. Who's doing the thinking at this prison, and who's encouraging that thinking at the prison? Okay, find those two and run them down, and lay holy hands on them. So, y'all, we get a scene where Fisk is talking to his wife and thanking her for all that she's done and how she decided, well, not she decided, they decided to set Luca up. And, she's feeling some type of way, but you got to do what you got to do. Like she said, he a punk playing in the throne room. I said, I know that's right. Vanessa, my second favorite character on the show. Y'all, so we got Murdock and his girl, Dr. Glenn. How she get out the hospital so fast? God dang, girl. Shouldn't you still be in there? I'm not understanding. And she had the nerve to be doing work. Girl, lay down. Go to sleep for a few hours. Don't disturb me. So y'all, Dr. Glenn is feeling some type of way, like, she enacted violence onto Muse, and she's thinking that Muse and Daredevil are the same thing, and he's like feeling some type of way, like, wait, hold up, shoot. I'm Daredevil, I tried to save you. And she's like, no, I saved myself, which she kind of technically did. And now he's looking at her like, oh yeah, they're the same. And I'm like, even I'm thinking about this, like one's a villain, the other one's a hero. How are you, just because they wear masks, that makes them the. Where'd you go to residency at? Where'd you go to medical school at? What was your step scores? Let me see, because we just letting everybody get in residency. I see. So y'all, I don't know what possessed Fisk to do this, but Fisk decided that it was a good idea. Once again, who was doing the thinking and who is encouraging the thinking. So Fisk decided that it was a good idea to bring his wife Vanessa where he is currently holding her paramour at. Your wife, you decided to bring your wife to her paramour, the man that she likes, slightly loved, not as much as she, but slightly loved, and you think she's not going to have an adverse reaction. Mind you, Andrew over there just flipping out, like, please let me go. I didn't know. Let me go. Like, Vanessa, you had to know that this was coming. Like, we can't be oblivious. Remember, this is Kingpin who you married. You know who you married, girl. You know exactly who you married. Don't act brand new. Don't act brand spanking new. You know how Fisk is. So why would you put that man in harm's way? Pitiful. So y'all, Fisk and his man, Mr. Cashman, come to bring Vanessa a gift and cordially invite her somewhere because, she saved the day. She's, a hero and all that stuff. And Daredevil's like, how you know my girl stay here? He's like, dude, he's the mayor. That's number one. He's Kingpin. Of course he knows where your girl at. And I was like, that was a dumb question. How didn't you go to law school? What was that bar score? What law school did you go to? Because the way you acted, you would think you ain't never practiced law before or been a superhero. Now, y'all, I've been calling the man Andrew. It's Adam. Y'all know the man's name. Begins with A. And Fisk is telling her, girl, if I can't be with you, then I can't be. And Vanessa like, You know what? Yeah, I do respect Rebecca for being gangster after being gangster. She's like, how you know Fisk? Like, can't talk to you about that. It's work related. She's like, how do you know? He's like, who was that? I heard that voice go up an octave. Who was you raising your voice at? Wrong one. Tone it down. Thank you. Appreciate you. God bless. Okay, y'all. So here's what I don't understand. Matt, you're not telling Vanessa, oh Lord. Matt, you're not telling Heather the truth. And you're getting mad because she doesn't know the full story. Whose fault is that? Y'all, Vanessa may love Adam, but she loves Fisk more because she sent him on home to glory over that man. Y'all, you didn't ruin that man's life. Girl, why? So, y'all, we get the scene where Natalie, I think that's that black girl's name, Natalie, is her name's going Natalie for me, is telling him that, people are crooked, yada, yada, yada. Mayor Fisk just moved Poindexter from protective custody to Jim Pop. Just to toy with him. Just to toy with him. That's all. No more, no less. Just to toy with him. Y'all, so Meriden called a meeting with them and said cancel everything. There's like the task force is working. There's like ACLU filed 13 lawsuits over excessive methods. They said excessive methods work, y'all. We're dealing with villains. You really think they're going to be kitten gloves and kitten heels? No. And then he turns to Daniel and said, what you said to BB Urich works. I think you could do more as deputy mayor of communications. He stood up. Why Sheila join him like, wait, hold up. Yeah, let's talk about this. Like, that was that black in her where a whole bunch of people start standing up. You got to stand up too. It was a date in her. Came from her ancestors. Her ancestors. He's going to give Vanessa a heart attack. He's going to have her be great for this year's out. Y'all, the black lady's name is Kirsten. Or Kristen. I think it's Kirsten. Thank you. It makes sense. But Matt just caught out his client for lying. Like, y'all, I ain't about to lose my license over you. Self-preservation. Okay, y'all, this is random. Has nothing to do with the show because they're actually just having a back and forth because Daredevil feels like he's just babysitting chaos. But I was wondering, do I give off dumb and unintelligent? Because you would be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't, about how many people are shocked by how much I know, how much intellect that I have, that I'm well educated. And I'm like, what about me gives off that I don't know what I'm talking about or that I'm unintellectual or not well educated? And also, do I give off mean? I've had a lot of people tell me I was mean, and I don't see it. Y'all, so Matt just realized that Foggy knew he was going to win. That's why he was celebrating early his case. But someone came and made sure he didn't. So y'all, we get to see with Murdock and Poindexter, and he's like interrogating him, asking, I know you did this for Fisk. Here's the thing. He did say in another life you would be defending him, and that's true. In the Gwen Stacy version of Spider-Man, Murdock is a villain. And he's known for being a villain and siding with them. So I agree with what he said. Plot hole, because in real life there's cameras in there and they would have saw that. But they probably would have let it slide because, he killed his friend. So y'all, Daniel does like BB, and he's basically telling her, like, yeah, I did what I had to do, you did what you had to do, but however, look where we're at. Look what it got us. In places to network and rub elbows. And she's like, you right. Y'all, Bullseye pulled his tooth out just to have something to use to get out of there. But when there's a will, there's a way. Heather is mad at Murdock, and Mayor Fisk is meeting with Jack. Or Arthur. Y'all, so Arthur is a vigilante, the swordsman. And Fisk is using that as blackmail. I love some good blackmail. One thing I can say about BB, she knows how to play the game because she's having that man spill his guts without even realizing it. Clever. Smart. Oh, yeah, and the task force is doing the most, but Mayor Fisk is allowing that. Oh, but that's a me. When she saw Murdock walk up on face, she like, y'all, Vanessa being the wife that she is, and my second favorite character, she intercepted that like, let's dance, babe. If it's like, absolutely. Y'all there dancing to Vanessa, like, she had hindsight. She was like, hold up, wait, Kingpin, Daredevil, I gotta intercept this, or this about to be a blood bath. That will call Morbius. Y'all, he done escape and he's there at the ball. Poindexter. Now, y'all, I get Murdock is Daredevil. I understand that. I support that. Support Kingpin being Kingpin, and Vanessa Fisk being my second favorite character. Sheila, of course, being first. But I'm with Fisk on this one. Okay, you could dance with my wife. You a little too close when y'all dance. Space that out, and put some opportunity and time in there too. Let's just space it out. Put some time and opportunity in there. Don't be getting too close. Because I'll set it out. Don't care if I'm a mayor. Don't care about all this power. I will get away with it. Also, y'all, Daredevil just found out that it was Vanessa Fisk that had his friend, sent to the other side of Jordan on home to glory. Not regular Fisk. Fisk was in the hospital. He was taking care of his goddaughter, Echo. Vanessa once again showing me why she is my second favorite character. Daredevil gonna look at her and be like, does your husband know that you had Froggy sent to the other side of Jordan? And she was like, does Heather know that you Daredevil? Baby, we can do this. We can both go over there together as a team. Stevie and Jocelyn, hand to hand, shoulder to shoulder. We can tell some secrets. Mm-hmm. Y'all, Daredevil jumped in. Now, when I tell you, I personally, if I was him, would not have jumped in. I'm pushing you in front of him. Matter of fact, if I see him, here's me. Ah! See how I jumped out the way so I wouldn't get hurt so you could? Yeah, that is what I'm doing. Y'all, and that was the end. Like, comment, subscribe, share, come back.